A Ghost at Stark Tower by scottystaco. Chapter 1. The Ghost Incidents. Everyone at Stark Tower knows about the ghost. No one has seen the ghost present, but creepy things always randomly happen, like the lights flashing on and off, missing equipment that gets found in another spot, chairs flipped upside down, and fake blood. Friday denies everything the interns ask her, and they even nervously brought it up to Tony Stark, who just laughed it off. That is, until an intern may or may not be hallucinating during the night, and may have caught the ghost. Corey is petrified of ghosts, whether he admits it or not. Every time there is a random and creepy noise during work, Corey jumps. He works in a lab with 3 other interns, whose names are Colby, Katrina and Amanda. They're all very nice, but they don't talk much. Work isn't a place to make friends, it's a place to get work done, and do everything you can so not to get fired. Sadly enough, Corey had to stay late to finish up a project, and now he's alone in his room because his 3 fellow co-workers went home. Corey tries to whistle to get his mind off the ghost that everyone is freaking out about, but it's hard when he's alone in a creepy tower. Corey turns around and walks over to the supplies cabinet, grabbing out a bottle of fluid. He makes sure his goggles are on sturdy as he walks back over. He's trying to fix up a drone that got broken, which he got done a while ago. Now he's just doing some upgrades, but when he reaches the table, he notices that the drone is gone. Beep. Beep. Corey takes a deep gulp. Please don't be the ghost. Please don't be the ghost. Corey thinks as he's slowly turning around. Don't be the ghost. Don't be the ghost. Corey turns around with his eyes open and lets out a frightful yell. He drops the bottle that luckily doesn't break, due to it not being glass, and stares at the drone flying in the air with a non-describable thing that's hanging from the ceiling. Spider, Corey guesses. Or the ghost. Corey lets out another yell as he quickly turns around and runs over to the corner to grab the broom. Maybe if he can hit the ghost it'll go away. Or maybe he'd just piss it off. Corey doesn't get to know what happens if he would have hit the ghost, because as soon as he swings back around, the figure is gone and the drone is on the table. Yep, after he cleans up his mess, he is definitely going home. Are you sure you weren't hallucinating? Were you too tired or drank too much coffee? Colby questions Corey after he tells his co-workers what went down last night. No, I swear I saw the ghost, Corey claims. I'm pretty sure you can't see ghosts. They're invisible, Katrina jumps in. Mediums can see ghosts, Amanda corrects. Am I a medium? Corey gasps with fear creeping onto his face. No, because I doubt it was a ghost on the ceiling. Amanda rolls her eyes. Yeah, it could be a wall crawler ghost thing, one of those demonic things, Colby suggests. So I'm possessed, Corey screams. Knock, knock. Hey everyone, I'm just checking up on you all, their supervisor, Sam, greets. We're doing great, thanks, Amanda thanks him. Good, because you guys will be getting more things to work on tomorrow. We're getting even more busy, it seems. Now carry on your work, Sam explains before he leaves. Great, more work, Corey complains. Let's just get going so we aren't all here late, Colby suggests. And boy, he wishes that were true. Corey had just left 5 minutes ago, and Colby is now getting his things ready to go. He grabs his final belongings before leaving the room and locking it behind him. He looks around the floor to see nobody else besides one figure, sitting on the chair. Hey, I'm heading out. It's getting late. You should too, Colby tells the figure as he walks closer. The lights are all on, but the figure seems to be hiding. Are you okay? I'm perfect. Sorry to bother you, mister. The figure apologises, and Colby swears he sounds young. Maybe too young. Are you hiding from security or someone? No offence, but you seem young. Are you lost? Colby wonders as he finally approaches the figure and almost drops his belongings because somehow a kid got into the building and is bleeding. No, I'm all good. I didn't realise I was on the wrong floor. Sorry, the boy claims as he gets up. The boy has brown curly hair and brown eyes that seem so positive and happy when he's bleeding. He's tall enough to be a teenager and he's wearing jeans and a science pun t-shirt. Look, man, you're injured. I need to call security and we need to get you somewhere like the hospital, and you might have a concussion. Okay, you do you, but I think you should head home, the boy laughs before walking away. Colby takes a glance at the floor to see spots of blood, and when he looks back up, the boy is gone. Did you seriously not see him? Colby asks after he tells Corey, Katrina and Amanda what happened last night. No, I didn't see anybody. Do you think it's the ghost I saw? Corey wonders as his eyes go wide. Maybe, Colby shrugs. I told you guys I wasn't crazy, Corey recalls. Okay, we can set up a plan, but for now I need help. Someone sent down these codes, and it's like all scrambled. I don't understand any of it, Amanda claims, making everyone go over to the computer she's looking at. That's weird. We don't get sent codes, especially since we aren't computer techs, Katrina mutters. Just sent it off to the computer tech department, Colby shrugs it off. Do you think it could be the ghost? Corey gasps. Maybe we shouldn't overthink things, Amanda replies, sending the codes off to the department through email. You and Kat only don't believe it because it hasn't happened to you yet. You haven't seen him. He looks like a regular teenage boy, but he's actually a ghost, Colby exclaims. Maybe Mr. Stark had a secret love child, Katrina suggests. Then the media would have found out, and if he's a ghost, then that'd explain his mood, Amanda simply says. How about during our lunch break we investigate? Corey settles. Chapter 2. The Ghost. It's finally lunch break and the 4 co-workers leave their department room. It's been kind of awkward since they've barely ever talked since now, and whenever they do talk, it's only about the ghost. The elevator dings and in the blink of an eye someone runs into Colby, knocking him down. The figure who knocked him down quickly reaches a hand down when his eyes go wide. It's you from last night, the boy claims. Colby quickly gets to his feet and stares at his co-workers before turning his gaze back to the teenage boy. Are you all seeing this? Colby asks. Hi, excuse me, but you're too young to be in this building. How did you get past security? Katrina chimes in. Oh, I work here. Sorry about knocking you down. I didn't see you. And also sorry about yesterday. But I was fine, see? No blood. The boy smiles wide. I'm Peter. Are you the ghost? Corey asks. Peter winks before walking away with energetic steps. We found our ghost, Amanda hums. What are we doing then? We can't let him get away. Corey gasps as he quickly runs after Peter, with his co-workers in suit. They turned the corner they saw Peter turn, but he wasn't there anymore. Damn it. It's fine, we'll probably see him later, Katrina thinks. Wrong. They hadn't seen Peter since that elevator encounter, and it's now been 2 days. They're walking back to their lab department after getting their lunches, when they all shout in surprise. Peter is sitting on one of the spiny chairs, spinning a screwdriver with his fingers and looking at them with a huge smile and sparkles in his doe eyes. Holy shit, Corey curses. Peter lets out a small chuckle and sets the screwdriver back down. What are you doing in here, Peter? Katrina asks him. I missed you guys, Peter claims. We miss you too, but can you tell us where you work? Amanda wonders. Oh, I'm just a personal intern who pulled the best prank on the big bad boss, Peter snickers. Boss meaning Mr. Stark? Colby pales. Peter nods. You're gonna get fired or worse, killed, Corey shrieks. Oh, well, he's coming down in the elevator now, and we'll get here in like 10 seconds, Peter informs them. Quick, hide behind us. Katrina plans as her, Amanda, Colby and Corey hide Peter behind them just in time as their lab door opens up. Has anyone seen a scrawny teenager? Looks like a puppy, this tall, smart but could be a dumbass, a troublemaker and trips a lot? Tony asked the 4 adults. Oh, hey, Mr. Stark. Teenager? Colby nervously laughs. Teenagers don't have these kind of jobs. You're the worst at lying than him, and that says something because he's terrible at lying. Kid, get out from behind them and stop trying to turn my interns against me. Tony rolls his eyes. I just want to say, I'm not sorry about the prank, Peter informs. You superglued all the tools in our lab and put Spider-Man's webbing on top of it. You also glittered my suits and the team equipment and hid all the coffee machines. Don't think you're getting out of this without getting in trouble, Tony accuses. So, am I fired? Peter asks, making the intern's mouth drops, because no way in hell did he just say that. We all know if I fired you, you'd still cause me trouble and give me grey hairs. Damn you, kid. Tony sighs. Hey, what are all your names? Amanda, Amanda answers. Katrina, Katrina responds. Colby, Colby replies. And I'm Corey, Corey finishes off. You're staying with them as punishment instead of working with me in the lab for 3 weeks. Every time you come here for lab day, you come straight here, and for the weekends you spend upstairs, you'll be coming here and leaving when they do, unless you all have a sleepover in here. If you need any of the things you work on in my lab, just tell me and I'll be happy to do it. I'll give you all a list of rules for him. Now come on, Pete, you'll see them Wednesday. Tony explains. Peter follows Tony out before he leaves. He turns around to give everyone a huge smile and waves goodbye. Everyone waves back before the door shuts and they're left alone. That is totally his secret child, Katrina states. Chapter 3. Babysitting the Ghost. It's Wednesday and Peter follows Tony to the lab department, where Katrina, Amanda, Colby and Corey are all working. As soon as Tony opens the door, they stop what they're doing to look up. Peter has his backpack on while Tony is holding a piece of paper. Great, so you're all here. Rules are short, so no need to worry, and I'm raising your payroll if this goes well. You know the little ghostling that's been scaring the shit out of everyone, so make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. Feed him meals and snacks a lot. He's a growing teenager and has a growth spurt, so he's always hungry. He's also allergic to any type of mint, so keep that away. If he's bad, you can hit him with a broom, I don't care. He talks a lot, so feel free to put duct tape over his mouth. He's going to be helping you guys, so no need to kick him out of trying to help. If you guys do hurt him, minus the broom and duct tape, I'm firing you. If you guys don't get your work done because of him, I'll have Potts or one of the Avengers babysit and make sure he doesn't go jumping out of any windows. I have a meeting to get to, so good luck. You can stop working down here in 3 weeks. Bye, Rue. Tony hands Peter the paper and leaves without letting anyone get a word in. Ignore him, he won't fire you, and if he does, then I'll tell Ms. Potts, who will rehire you and yell at Mr. Stark, Peter assures, setting his backpack and paper down. What can I help out on? Jumping out of any windows, Corey squeaks out. He said that as a joke. I'm not suicidal or anything. I joked about flying like a bird and jumping out of the window, and now he doesn't trust me near windows. Peter fills them in. What's your last name? You know, to confirm you aren't his child, Colby questions. Parker, Peter answers. I'm not his child. He doesn't have one. Does he normally leave you with strangers? Katrina asks. No, he doesn't trust people, but you guys are his own interns. He has Friday, and I trust you all. I told him not to worry. Peter smiles. So, how old are you? Amanda wonders. I didn't know I was going to be an interrogation, but I'm 16. I go to Midtown High of Science and Technology, where I do academic decathlon, and I live in Queens with my Aunt May. Oh, I also have 2 best friends named Ned Leeds and Michelle Jones, and I love the Star Wars franchise. Before you ask, Mr. Stark saw what I could work on and asked to be his intern. I keep up with him easily in the lab, and I don't know. I stuck around. My aunt lets me stay here on the weekends, and that's what he meant last time we saw each other, 'cause she also has work, Peter explains. Does that answer a lot of your upcoming questions? Yeah, that answers a lot, Amanda nods. Here, you can start helping out on our projects. We're all doing our own thing, 'cause it's a lot and we keep getting overloaded with work, Colby informs as he guides Peter to where the box of inventions that needs work on. Great, I can help with that, Peter agrees, and so the 5 of them got to work with Peter chattering away with them. It's nice to fill the silence, but boy does Peter talk a lot, and fast. Except he made work fun, and there was a lot less tension and more laughter filling in the air than usual. By the end of it, they were sad to see Peter leave, but they know he's coming back on Friday to spend the weekend and to help them out in the lab. Peter is an extreme ball of sunshine and laughter that the interns love to be around. I'm back, Peter announces as soon as he enters through the door on Friday afternoon and dropping his backpack to the floor. He had done a patrol before he came here, so now it's almost past 6 and he's starving. He didn't stop at the penthouse, but he did have an energy bar. The 4 interns are quick to greet him with smiles on their faces when they notice that his black eye. Where'd you get that black eye from? School, but it's fine, Peter waves off as he takes another energy bar out to eat. You hungry? Amanda decides to switch the conversation. Starving. I didn't get a chance to eat since I didn't stop upstairs. I was already running late and I didn't want to be more late. I would have been here earlier, but I had detention and had to take the subway since Happy couldn't pick me up. Peter slightly lies, because instead of detention and taking the subway, he was patrolling. We can go down to the cafeteria, Corey suggests. It's okay, I don't want you guys to stop your work just because I'm hungry, Peter assures. Nonsense, we didn't eat yet and hadn't had lunch since hours ago, so we could use something to eat too, Colby tells him. Yeah, let's go, Katrina agrees. Okay, but I'm paying. I have Mr. Stark's card, Peter smirks. I'm questioning your existence, Corey gapes. How did you swipe the man's card? Amanda questions. I didn't. He snuck it into my wallet, Peter corrects as they leave the department room. How come everyone looks scared? Katrina wonders. The ghost may or may not have made a reappearance, Peter shrugs. You're such a troublemaker, Colby laughs. Yeah, like why did you get in detention? Corey asks. I was late, Peter lies, because he didn't. The last time he did get detention, though, was for lying about the internship, which made no sense. Makes sense, you were late again today, Colby jokes around, making Peter laugh and agree. Getting tired there, Junior? Colby jokes as he sees Peter practically falling asleep on his chair. No, and it's Peter, not Junior, Peter disagrees. It's a nickname, it suits you perfectly, especially you being a Stark Junior, Colby teases, just as Peter lets out a yawn. Why don't you go upstairs and get some sleep? We'll finish down here and see you tomorrow, Katrina suggests, while she peeks a look at the time. No, seriously, I'm good, Peter waves off as he continues to tinker around. Why don't we just watch a movie? I think we could all use that, Amanda suggests a different option. Another thing the interns had just learned is that Peter is very stubborn. You mentioned you like Star Wars, and guess what? We love Star Wars too, so let's put it on, Corey recalls. Yeah, guys, help me move the couches together and pull out the footrests connecting, Colby tells them. But I thought you guys had a lot of work to do. I don't want to make you guys stop to do more of it tomorrow, Peter claims. We really don't have that much left, actually. We got through a bunch with your help, and in thanks, we're going to watch some Star Wars, Katrina corrects him. Now hop on the couches with us. Corey smiles after him, and Colby connects the couches together, and Amanda and Katrina pull out the footrests to make the couch look like a bed. Peter lets out a bright smile and sits in between Amanda and Katrina, while Friday pulls down the big TV screen hidden in the ceiling. Okay, I see favourites. Sitting with the girls and not us, Colby gasps. No, it's not that. It's just... Peter quickly denies. It's just, Skip, stop, please, little 9-year-old Peter pleads. Peter? Katrina interrupts his thoughts. Sorry, Peter apologises, snapping back into reality and fidgets with his sleeves. Okay, I have Star Wars up. Which movie do you want to watch, Junior? Corey smirks. Not you too, Peter groans. It's Saturday morning and Tony can't find Peter anywhere. He couldn't find him in his room, the training room, the kitchen, anywhere. Fry, where's the kid? Tony wonders, giving up. Mini Boss is currently in the intern department floor, in the engineering department. He seems to be asleep. Would you like me to wake him? Friday asks as she pulls up a hologram of him. But Tony looks at the security footage to see Peter asleep on the couch, with Amanda and Katrina, while Colby and Corey are asleep on the other couch. They all have blankets on and looks peaceful. Nah, don't worry about it. Tony brushes it off, feeling happy that Peter is safe with those 4 interns. He's glad that Peter found more people to trust and hang out with, and he definitely raised their pay. Chapter 4. Protecting the Ghost. It's been a week since Peter has been working in the engineering department, and let's just say he took that to his advantage. He's been scaring the crap out of many interns. Amanda, Kat, Colby and Corey all find it hilarious, and so do the Avengers, because word has gotten around ever since Peter first appeared as the ghost of Stark Tower. Peter had gotten back from patrol and had just entered the lab department when the 4 interns snapped their heads towards him to all greet him hi. Hey everyone, sorry I'm a little late, Peter apologises. We're used to it, Corey shrugs. How was school? Katrina wonders. Good, I aced my math quiz, but I'm not so sure about my English test, Peter recalls. I'm sure you did great, Amanda assures. And, if you didn't, blame your teacher, Colby suggests. I'm not going to blame my teacher, she teaches fine, it's just English isn't my favourite subject, Peter shrugs. Anyways, what are we working on today? Peter walks over to his chair and sits down. The interns raises their eyebrows at him, catching his limp, but Peter doesn't notice. It's been a chill Friday, Amanda answers. What happened to your leg? Corey asks, not trying to be subtle about it. Tripped, Peter replies. And now you have a limp? Colby questions, not buying it. Twisted it a bit, but it's fine, Peter waves off. Maybe you should go to medical, Katrina suggests. It'll be fine, it doesn't even hurt, Peter denies, peeking over at Corey's equation. Your equation's wrong. Peter had headed up to the penthouse because Friday informed him of a movie night. The interns had been finishing up their work in the meantime when Peter gets brought up. No one buys his lie, right? Amanda asks everyone. No duh, he's not a great liar, Colby points out. Do you think it's a bully? Katrina suggests. Or something could be happening at home, Corey adds. He mentioned living with his aunt. We can always go to his apartment and talk with her, Colby suggests. We don't even know where he lives in Queens, Amanda reminds. I may or may not have grabbed his friend's number from his phone. Corey waves his own phone in the air with the contact up. Should we really be texting his friend for his address? Why don't we just ask him if he's getting bullied or something, but be subtle about it, Katrina explains. Amanda, you text his friend. Colby settles as he takes Corey's phone and gives it to Amanda. Corey. Hey, is this Peter Parker's friend? Who's this? Corey, a friend from work. We work in the same lab department. I'm Amanda, but I'm using Corey's phone, another friend. Yeah, I'm Peter's friend. I'm Ned. Why are you texting me? Corey. Me and some other interns have a question to ask. There isn't a way to be subtle about it. Just get on with the point, Corey claims. Corey. How is Peter in school? Good. Why? We're worried about him. Does he get bullied or anything? Yeah, there's a school bully. Peter takes the hits, and I mean literally. If he's beating a random kid, Peter jumps in. Are you wondering about the bruises and stuff? Yeah, all from him. He doesn't punch too hard, so, fades quick. What's his name? Peter wouldn't want me to tell you. He made me keep it from his family until it slipped. but I'm not slipping it out for you. How did he get his limp? Limp? Oh, right. Flash. Oh shit, I didn't mean that. That's not his name. Don't worry, we can't really do anything about it even if we tried. Don't really want to be thrown in jail, or get fired. Who names their kid Flash? Colby winces at the bad name choice. No wonder he's the school bully, Corey scoffs. Please don't tell Peter I told you. I promised him I wouldn't tell you guys. We won't, only if you give us his name. Only if you please give us his first name. Ugh. Really? I hate you guys. Eugene Flash Thompson. Don't kill him. Our other friend is already planning it. She won't like it if you get in her way. Thank you, and we won't kill him or tell Peter. We still know nothing beside his bully's name, Colby points out. And we sadly can't kill a kid, Corey huffs. It's fine, Boss would have noticed his limp and had him taken to medical, Amanda thinks out loud. Let's hope so, Katrina agrees. For some reason, Peter looked fine on Saturday. He didn't even have his limp anymore. The interns and him had a fun day on Saturday. Sunday they had off because SI doesn't allow interns to work on Sundays, and now it's Monday. The interns had created a plan to stop Peter from getting bullied, or at least try and see what the bully looks like. Are we sure this is going to work? Corey whispers from their spot in the bushes at Midtown High. It's almost the end of the school day, so Peter will be out of those doors in a few. Hopefully, Corey hopes. It won't if you two keep talking, Amanda interrupts. Do you guys want to get caught? Katrina questions, just as the school doors burst open and a bunch of students start to exit. So far, they see no Peter. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Where is he? Colby wonders. He doesn't have academic decathlon today, so he should be coming. Maybe he had to stop at his locker, Amanda figures. 4 minutes. I'm getting pins and needles from this, Corey complains. Stop complaining, Katrina rolls her eyes. Oh, look, there he is. Peter had walked out of the school doors with a boy who must be Ned and a girl who must be MJ at his side. He's talking freely with them and has a smile on his face. There are no injuries to be seen by said bully, but that doesn't mean the bully hadn't mentally bullied him for today. My mum's picking me up today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, MJ announces. See ya, Ned smiles. Bye, Peter waves. MJ walks away and gets into a car while Ned and Peter keep talking. Hey, penis, a boy shouts as he rushes towards Peter. What do you want, Flash? Peter asks him, making the interns' faces go wide. So that's Flash. What the fuck did you pull in chemistry? Flash yells. He saved you from creating an explosion, Ned sticks up for Peter. No, he made me look like a fool who can't do shit. I knew what I was doing, Parker. You must have switched something around when I wasn't looking to try and make my experiment explode so you can play a little hero like your friend, Spider-Man. How's he doing anyways? Hanging out at your fake internship being all buddy-buddy with you? Flash teases. I didn't do anything to your experiment. I was nowhere near you, and you would have saw me if I did, Peter informs him. Flash's face turns even more mad, if that's even possible, and before anyone knew it, he punches Peter right in the face. The interns gasp and quickly get out of their hiding spots, running up to the scene. Peter! Ned shouts in surprise. Shit, man, you okay? Colby asks as he helps Peter up. What the fuck is wrong with you? Katrina screams at Flash. And who the fuck are you guys? This is a school, and all of you look like you aren't high schoolers. Flash snaps back. You're right. We're interns at Stark Tower. We work in the engineering department. We're here to pick up Peter when we witnessed your outburst and physically hurting a fellow student. Mr. Parker has a close relationship with Mr. Stark as he is his personal intern. If I were you, I'd be scared that we would tell Mr. Stark about this incident because he can make sure you don't get into any good college you want when you're older, and he will definitely be calling up your parents. Amanda threatens. Badass, Ned gasps. Yeah, like I believe you. How much did you pay you? Or because he's broke, how much did he have to sleep with all of you to pull this off? Nice one, Parker, but you can't fool me. Flash sneers. We will be gladly taking this up with your principal right now if you don't stop bullying Mr. Parker. Corey joins in on the action. And, if you're really that blind, we are wearing the SIE employee uniforms and badges on us, so beat it or else this will be a lot worse for you, Colby warns. This will be your only warning, even though you shouldn't have any. I know Peter won't allow it, Katrina explains. Flash doesn't say anything as he runs away to his car. The interns all turn to Peter to see him facing the ground. Peter, look up, Colby tells him. You guys didn't have to, it's not even that big of a deal. It's only a little bullying, nothing I can't handle, Peter assures. That was totally badass, Ned gasps again, making Peter look up. That arsehole gave you a black eye, Corey practically shouts. It wasn't even that hard of a punch, it'll heal by tomorrow if I just ice it, Peter waves off. That doesn't matter, he shouldn't have punched you in the first place, Amanda claims. Please don't tell Mr. Stark, Peter pleads. He doesn't know, Katrina gapes. He's only going to get mad, and why does it matter? My aunt knows, Peter states. And she hasn't called the school? Colby questions. She has. I mean, they just can't do anything about it because Flash's parents pay big bucks for the school, Ned answers. Ned? Peter gasps. Well, last time I checked, Tony Stark has more money than the Thompsons, and he'll be more than happy to come here and deal with this. Corey spills that they know Flash's name. How do you know his last name? Peter asks. Corey trails off. He can't keep hitting you. We see you when you come into work. You have bruises on your face, you had that limp, and we tried not to say anything, not to be overbearing until that limp. But come on, this kid needs to stop, Katrina recalls. You can't do anything about it, Peter snaps, making everyone go in shock. I'm sorry, okay? I really am sorry. You can't tell anyone because if Flash stops bullying me, he'll just bully the next who can't take it. Guys, we're making a scene, Ned interrupts. We'll give you a ride to the tower, Colby offers. No, I'm going to the tower later like usual. I got something to do, Peter claims. Colby just nods his head, not really knowing what else to say. I'm sorry. With that, Peter walks away from them. Ned looks at his best friend before looking at the interns. He's sorry for snapping at you guys. Just don't tell anyone about Flash, as much as he deserves detention and all that. Trust us, Ned clarifies before racing after Peter. That didn't go as we expected, Amanda says awkwardly. Yep, Katrina nods. Let's just get out of here and go back to work, Corey suggests. Chapter 5. Good Ghostly News. Peter hesitates walking out of the elevator and into the engineering department. He had finished patrolling and his black eye had almost already healed. Mini-boss, do you need me to take you somewhere else, or did you mean to say this floor? Friday cuts through his thoughts. Oh, no, sorry, Fry, Peter apologises, quickly stepping out of the elevator. Guess I'm doing this. Peter takes a deep breath in and out and walks towards the engineering department and opens the door. The intern's heads snap up and spots him easily, walking in and setting his backpack next to the couch. I'm sorry about earlier, Peter apologises. We're also sorry about earlier too, Katrina also apologises. Can we forget about it? Peter asks. To tell you the truth, we can't forget about it. We don't want you to keep getting hurt by Flash, Amanda tells him truthfully. He can't keep bullying you or anyone else, Colby adds. I don't let him bully anyone else, Peter claims. Jesus Christ, kid, you taking hits for everyone in your school? Corey clicks together. Like I said earlier, better me who can take it than someone who can't. Peter, what he's doing to you is messing with you, if you realise it or not. That stuff messes with your head, and if he's physical, he can send you to the hospital if he goes too far, Katrina explains. It doesn't mess with my head, I don't let it, Peter lies, because honestly, it does. He always tries to ignore it and not let it get to him, but it's hard, especially when Flash tells him about it almost every day. It's either his uncle, his parents, about him being an orphan, about his internship, about him being poor, and it's always circling back in his head, But that's why he loves to swing around the city. It lets go of the thoughts in his brain and he focuses on that to save people. Can we just get to work? If you don't want to talk to us about it, that's fine. We've only known each other for a week, so we understand that you don't fully trust us. But you need to talk to it with Mr. Stark, your friends, your aunt, or someone else you trust. Amanda settles. I will, Peter nods. Promise, Colby tries. Promise, Peter promises. I say we watch a movie later. Corey lightens the mood. How's it been going? Tony asks Peter on the Sunday afternoon, referring to what he had set up for Peter. It's been almost a week since the Flash fiasco, and it's almost 3 weeks until this grounding is over, but this whole experience made everyone open up to each other. All the interns see Peter as their little brother who they will protect. Amanda admitted she used to have a drug addiction. Katrina admitted to her mom having cancer. Corey admitted to his sister passing 2 years ago, since the anniversary was Friday, and Colby admitted that he had a drinking problem he's been working on. As for Peter, he admitted how his parents and uncle had died, which is how his only family member left is his Aunt May. He also may have admitted he has feelings for MJ, which made everyone try to help him out in asking her to be his girlfriend. It's actually been a ton of fun. They're really nice people, and we all trust each other, Peter admits. That's good, Tony repeats. I want to speak to all of you tomorrow. Why? My last day with them is Wednesday, Peter questions. I know, it's why I want to talk with you all tomorrow, so after patrol, just go into the meeting room Friday will direct you to, Tony tells him. Okay, Peter responds sceptically. Peter enters the meeting room and already sees Katrina, Amanda, Colby and Corey sitting down, looking nervous. Not surprised, he doesn't see Tony here yet, but takes a seat anyways, next to Colby. Is anyone else freaking out? 'Cause I am, Corey admits. Are we getting fired? Colby asks Peter. No, and I don't know why he wanted a meeting. He wouldn't tell me why yesterday. Peter shrugs, just as the door swings open and Tony walks in. Good, glad to see everyone is here in one piece. Now you all may be wondering why I wanted a meeting. As you know, Peter's 3rd week is ending on Wednesday, so I wanted to tell you all something. Tony begins. All the interns look nervously at each other, thinking of all the things they've done wrong. Tony catches on, but doesn't say anything, as he lets them worry for a few more minutes. Mrs. Stark, stop doing that and tell us, Peter says, noticing what he's doing as he eyes them all. As much as I hate sharing the kid because I don't want anyone to steal him from me, I'm willing to share him with you guys because I've seen how much faster you guys work and how much you all care for him. So Peter will continue helping you out in the department on Tuesdays and Thursdays, while he continues our lab day on Fridays. I also already talked to your aunt about it, Pete. Tony breaks the news to all of them. What, really? Peter asks in shock, while all the interns tell him thank you. Yeah, why not? I'm also raising all of your pay grades, and Peter, don't think I didn't notice you scaring everyone more often since this whole thing started. Tony points at him. They love it, Peter smiles. Yes, by loving you mean screaming their heads off or just running away, then yeah, totally. Anyway, MJ says you can't skip out on your practice Wednesday, so we can start this thing tomorrow. Plus, I need you upstairs anyway, Tony claims. Okay, I can't wait. Bye everyone, see you tomorrow. Peter waves to his friends as him and Tony leave. It's been a month and a half. Peter and the 4 interns are inseparable. The interns had took it upon themselves to claim Peter as their younger brother, which Peter didn't mind. That also meant they worried about Peter. He was almost always coming in with a limp, bruises and scrapes that he'd always tried to hide. They tried not to say anything, not to cause a fight, but whenever they did ask, he always said it was either Flash or his clumsiness. Peter would still go up to the penthouse, obviously, especially during weekends, though he'd mainly spend his time with the interns. Tony is always scared to keep letting Peter hang out with them, because he doesn't want his own interns to steal his personal intern away, which the Avengers, Pepper, Rhodey, Happy and May, would always laugh about. It's always been fun and games every time Peter would hang out with them, but they'd always get their work done. It's Thursday afternoon and Peter is working with them on a new invention when red lights start to go off and a siren making Peter jump. Initiating lockdown. Friday alerts as red lights and sirens goes off around the tower. Chapter 6. The Spider Ghost. Initiating lockdown. Friday alerts as red lights and sirens go off around the tower. Peter flinches at the loudness. He can feel his spider senses coming to life. Everyone go into the testing rooms now, Peter shouts as he pushes his fellow interns into the room and shutting the door behind them. Fry, tell me what's going on. Who's trying to get into the building? Peter asks, just as holograms appear in front of him. A group of people who want Stark Tech, Friday explains. They are trying to hack into me. I'm going to be shutting down. Just stay hidden. Help is on its... Friday, shit, Peter curses. I'm scared, Kat whispers. Everything's going to be okay. We're one of the top intern floors, so they'll be passing by us, and hopefully that's it. They're going to try to get into Mr. Stark's lab, or one of the higher intern labs at least. I'm going to be right... Peter tries to explain. You're not going anywhere right now, Amanda interrupts. Are you crazy? Colby Whisper shouts. Mr. Stark, Peter tries again. We don't care what he told you. There are people here trying to steal tech who might have guns, and you want to go out there, Corey shrieks. Bang! The doors burst open from the stairs, echoing throughout the entire floor. Peter can hear their guns being raised and the amount of footsteps pounding on the floor. There are only 15 people, but more are outside the tower as reinforcements. Everyone goes quiet, not daring to move and not daring to speak. Their breaths are so quiet that Peter would have thought they'd stop breathing if it weren't for his super hearing. The tech is somewhere on this floor. We'll get started over here. Peter is guessing the leader explains to his gang. But what's over there here? Which department were they talking about? Before they knew it, their lab department door gets blown open, answering Peter's questions. Peter knows they're going to make it over to them in seconds, and he knows he's going to have to fight. He looks at his friends just to see terror on their faces, so he gives them a reassuring look. Time to test this new suit out, Peter thinks to himself as he hears the intruders coming closer. 10, he looks down at his web shooters. 9, his fingers hover over the new button he added on. 8, Kat, Amanda, Corey and Colby immediately stand in front of Peter to block him from the intruders. 7, Peter lets out a deep breath. It's now or never. 6. Peter clicks the new button. 5. His new Iron Spider-Man suit starts to form over his clothes. 4. He looks down at his suit to see that his suit is fully on. 3. He quickly stands in front of his friends, pushing them back with their shocked and scared faces. What the fuck? Corey Whisper shouts. 2. The intruders are right outside the door. Hide, Peter whispers, only for his friends to thankfully follow his orders. 1. The door flies over after a bullet broke the lock. Peter's ears are ringing, but he ignores it for now. Guns are immediately raised towards Peter, because as far as they know, no one else is in the small room. Whoa, hey buddies, you ever heard of knocking? Peter jokes as bullets start to shoot out. Peter quickly goes to work. He shoots webs out, letting them stick to the walls or floor, which was quick and easy. The intruders get annoyed though, so they try to throw punches, while Peter exchanges them back. Sadly, they did get a few good hits on him, but Peter's faster and stronger. One good hit and they're out like an evil baby. Some of them, though, gets right back up, which makes Peter annoyed, since he still has others to deal with. Wait your turn, Peter shouts as he knocks another intruder out. Peter's spidey sense buzzes at the back of his neck, and he quickly dodges the punch, having the dude punch the guy in front of Peter in the face. Nice hit on your own teammate, Peter compliments, as he quickly swipes the guy's feet from behind and webbing him to the ground. In a matter of seconds, Peter had webbed up every intruder, who were all unconscious, when Iron Man swoops through the door. Work on your timing, Mr. Stark, you missed all 15, Peter jokes as his mask dissolves off. I was dragged into a meeting, my bad kid. Suit looks nice though, and came in handy. Nice work, Underoos. Tony throws his hands up playfully. Thanks, you guys can come out now, Peter hollers to his friends. Tony looks at him confused before he sees Colby, Corey, Amanda and Katrina walk out from their hiding places. They know now. What the fuck? Corey repeats, more loudly this time. This explains all of your injuries. And how you never fight back, Amanda adds. And how Iron Man always cares about Spider-Man on the battlefield more than the Avengers, Colby claims. Yeah, and if you tell anyone, I'm firing you all and making sure you never get a good job again. Your NDAs cover this portion up, so don't forget you signed those, Tony threatens. We won't, we promise, Katrina assures. Yeah, your secret is safe with us, Colby agrees, while Corey and Amanda nod. Thanks, Peter thanks. Okay, time for medbay, Tony states. What? I'm fine though, Peter pouts, just as S.H.I.E.L.D. agents start to walk in and collect the bad guys, making Peter quickly have his mask form over his face. Helen and May'll have my head, come on, Spiderling, Tony says as he puts his hands on the pouting teenager. I think this was the craziest day of my life, Katrina admits. More crazy than singing and meeting Taylor Swift? Amanda questions. I think it's a tie, maybe, Katrina answers. Wait, you met up and sang with Taylor Swift? Corey shrieks. I give up, Colby sighs. Thank you for listening and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Scotty's Taco for giving me permission to cover their work. I hope you have a lovely day.